Hey guys, it's Morgan. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today is gonna be one of my dating story times. A lot of people have been requesting these, a lot of friends, everything. So I am finally gonna give in and tell you a little bit about some of the stuff that I've gone through, dating wise. So for this, I need my wine. My friend got this for me for Christmas, and she said because I'm a mom, I deserve a big bottle. And hell fucking yes, I deserve a big bottle. So I'm gonna crack this open, and just pour till your ancestors tell you that it's enough. Okay? That's enough. Yep. Oh, it smells sweet. I've never had this kind. So, yes, I am very excited. For those who want to know, this is Yellowtail Sangria Blanco. Okay, so anyway, let's get started. Okay, so obviously for these videos, I'm not going to be posting real names. I will post some screenshots, if I need to, but I will try not to show the person's face. I'm not going to post any names, like I said. Yes, but for this story, we're going to call the guy DW. Not only are those letters in his name, but he's also incredibly dim-witted. So we're going to roll with it. Okay, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It might have to be 2 parts because it's a doozy. So just to give a little background, so I've been broken up with my ex for a little bit over a year now. We broke up in November of 2019, and I have been dating on and off. I haven't dated anyone serious since we broke up, and there's a pandemic, so that has not been easy to date people. So a lot of these people I've met on dating apps. I haven't met a lot of them in person. This person I'm telling a story about now, I did not meet in person. I did not go on a date with him, and you'll understand why I did not once I get into the story. But I did want to just give that little bit of backstory before I get started. I'm not really meeting up with people a lot because of the pandemic. I also don't have a lot of time. So the time I do have, I like to spend with family, friends. So I don't always go on a lot of dates. So let's get started. This person I actually met on Hinge. That is a dating site. It's kind of like Tinder, but it's supposed to be for like more serious people. I didn't really find people to be more or less serious than Tinder. That's just my opinion, and that's my experience. But it wasn't like terrible. I met a few like decent people on there. Some people I still talk to even now. But this guy seemed really great at the beginning. We talked, we would FaceTime. Once we exchanged numbers, it seemed like really nice. So after we exchanged numbers, he did delete me off the app, which at the time I didn't really think was strange. He was like, oh, I'm going to delete this. I was like, okay, whatever. We have each other's numbers, so I don't really care. So it started off, like I said, nice. We FaceTimed a lot. We would text like a lot. And we originally traded numbers on July 28th. Let me correct myself. July 28th. I did scroll through the messages, so I don't know how long we had talked before on Hinge, just because, like I said, he deleted me off the app. I couldn't like go back and see like when we had matched and everything. I just don't remember that far back. So, one thing I don't like, and this is always like a red flag to me now, is when guys talk bad about like their exes or the woman they're dealing with. I just don't like that. Like, if you can talk to me, like say bad things about your ex to me, like what are you gonna say about me to your next girl? So I don't like that. So he starts talking bad about his ex. And I don't know their full situation. I don't know really what happened. He just told me like, oh, we still live together. We broke up during the pandemic, but we're trying to ride out for the lease, for lease purposes. And And I was like, all right, like, it's hard out here. Like, I don't even live by myself. So, like, I totally get it. But the way he talked about her rubbed me wrong. And I can't repeat any of this. I'm gonna have to show you guys probably the screenshots just because I just cannot repeat any of this. Like, it was just so rude. So I'll definitely be showing screenshots of some of the stuff that he said. It just wasn't what I was expecting, and it was just really nasty. So other than that, I really did enjoy talking to him, and we did plan on going on a date. He wanted me to come over. He was gonna like cook me a meal, which I was like, oh, okay, a man that can cook, like, okay. But obviously he lived with his ex, so he was like, you just have to come and be out by the time she leaves. Which I was like, what? Like, that to me, that felt a little like something felt a little off, because even though he lived with his ex and I could understand like the boundaries, he made it seem like we were sneaking around, and I didn't like that. Like, if you guys are broken up, it should be like broken up. Like, even if you live together, like, the other shouldn't get mad if like the other's bringing people home. But I don't know, again, I don't know their whole situation, but for me it felt really sketchy, and I didn't like it. So at this point, the conversations also start getting more sexual. And that's like chill, like whatever you want to talk about. Like, if the conversation's going right, I'll probably go with it. But for me, it just seemed a little too like sexual for someone that wants to date. Like, if you're looking to date me, we should save the conversation about like sex or whatever until we're actually like at least on the date or like after the date. So for me, I started getting rubbed the wrong way, and I thought he only wanted me to come over to have sex, and I just wasn't feeling it. Because if you want to date, let's date. If you want to have sex, we'll do that. Like, just be completely honest with me about your intentions and let me decide where I'd like to go with those intentions. So I just kind of was like, something feels off between me having to go there between certain times, and then also like now he's just getting real sexual, and he's like also was talking about his ex and all those like just weird ways. So for me, there was like a vibe that was off. And this guy reacted to that by calling me up and screaming at me. And that was kind of it for me. Like, I will not tolerate someone that I don't know calling me up to scream at me because I didn't agree to go on a date. And I just like was like, hey, like maybe another day, like I'm not feeling well. So I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to go over. But I also didn't want to offend him because like I was just feeling weird in the moment, and I didn't want to totally burn that bridge yet. So at that point, he said something, I texted him back, and my message had gone green. So I have an iPhone, he has an iPhone, and my message went green. So I was like, okay, like if that's how you feel, like you wanted to block me, so like go ahead. So he texted me like 2 days later, I think, and was like, oh, I still want to talk to you. Like, I miss you. How you doing? And I was kind of like confused because I was like, oh, I thought like we weren't talking anymore. So I kind of was like, I'm just not feeling this. Like, it was kind of rude what you did. And he thought I was being ingenuine. And I can post the screenshots for this conversation too. But he was being real ingenuine and just rude. Like, he was really rude. So eventually he cursed me out because I didn't want to come over and blocked my phone number. And that's August 4th. So we got each other's phone numbers on the 28th. August 4th, he blocks me. And this is like completely like, I still can't believe this happened in the span of like a week. I was like crying over this guy. I was like freaking out. I don't even know what came over me. I was just so upset about the fact that this guy had like been so rude and so nasty. Like, imagine that's how you're treating a girl you just met. Imagine if you're treating this like you're dating someone. Imagine how bad he treats her. Like, I was like, you know what? I don't blame your girlfriend for like breaking up with you, because you're like crazy. Like, oh my God, I don't get it. I was gobsmacked, because for me that was insane. So I posted the screenshot of our last conversation on my Instagram, and my friend actually went to college with him. So she was like, oh my God, girl, like, I know him. Like, he was always kind of sketchy. Like, he always kind of rude. Like, I didn't like him. So she finds this girl's Instagram, like his girlfriend, and they still have pictures. She still has pictures on her Instagram of him. So I was like, bro, if they broke up, it's not that serious. Because, like, when I break up, no, all your pictures are deleted. All of them. I'm not dealing with that. Like, I'm not going to post you on my page if we're broken up. So I don't know if they're broken up or not at this point. I'm not talking to this man. Like, he blocked my number. I'm blocked on Hinge. So obviously I have no way to reach him. So I'm not going to sit here and talk to him and ask him like, oh, so you're lying. I just took it for he's lying, and that's mad. He's mad because I not caught him, but I wasn't going along with his plans to basically cheat. So that was in August, beginning of August. October, I get a Snapchat notification that someone added me, and I look, and it's literally this guy that I haven't talked to him meanwhile since he like cursed me out in August, and he now is adding me on Snapchat. So I was like, that's so freaking weird. Like, I like added him back because I was like, let's see, like, does he want to say something? Like, I'm just always adding people because I'm so curious. Like, what are you gonna say? Or did you just hear? Like, are you just here? You want to try and tell me something? You trying to get back with me? I just always add people because I'm just interested. Like, you randomly added me. I think you definitely wanted something. So I added him back. So he was on my Snapchat for about 2 weeks. I don't really post on Snapchat. I don't really go on Snapchat. Sometimes I'll go on there and like look at people's stories. Sometimes people like chat with me on there, but like I don't really use Snapchat. So he was on there for about 2 weeks. We didn't talk, and he randomly sends me a snap, and he's like, hey, come over after 5. And I was like, what about your girlfriend? Because I'm that girl. Like, I'm not gonna let you cheat. Like, and if you are cheating, like, it's not gonna be with me, honey, because I'm totally against cheaters. I don't like them. I think they're disgusting. He was like mad that I asked, and he was like, I don't have a girlfriend. I told you this. Like, we broke up. I'm living in my own place now. And even when we were living together, like, we had different rooms. And I was like, okay, but you're sketchy, you're rude, you're a liar. And I can't imagine that you treated me like this, knowing me a week. I don't know how you would treat me if you knew me longer. So, like, I'm good. So he cursed me out again and blocked me on Snapchat. And I have not heard from that man since. But if you out there, DW, bruh, you fucked up, bruh. You crazy. So that is my first story time. I hope it's not too long. I'm gonna like put my editing skills to the magic and try and get all the screenshots in and kind of let you see the craziness that is this man. And I hope you join me next time on another video from me. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next time, but I am starting kickboxing this week. Woo! So I might do like a little video blog for that. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.